I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style. I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around.
Alright, welcome back to SOS. I am Staff Sergeant Badass. Yes, I always have to do the song at the beginning. I have to. Alright. You want to be different. You don't want to be like everybody else, and you like bushcraft and you like that style, and that's what I do. I make that stuff. From my belt that I wear every day, to my gun holster I wear on my hip, to my knife case, to my Leatherman case, to everything that I wear, even my watch. Alright? I make my own stuff, and I want you to be able to make your own stuff. Like in my other bushcraft video, I showed you this and how to burn wood and how to etch onto leather, right? Everybody loves my Viking axe, alright? I just wanted to show that to you so that we can reiterate. And then, of course, my knife. This is my favorite, right? I carry it everywhere. I can clip it on and take it off, whatever. Some people in public don't like it so much, but whatever. This is a flask that I've made. This artwork on here, you can see, it's kind of exotic and weird. Probably something you'd see on Pinterest, right? Anyway. And I'm just going through these real quick just to give you some examples. This is something that I needed to make for a trip, and I did my arrow design on the back. This was to hold a Bic lighter and a buck knife. And then this was just for the buck knife. This was another project, and this is a project that we're going to make right now. This is, now when I did my El Cheapo adventure, when I did the thrift stores and all the swap meets and things like that, and I found this for like $2. It's a Zippo lighter, and I shined it up with some Brasso. See there? Yep, $2. Got me a Zippo for this project so that I can make a super cheap Zippo case. Now, this is about the style that I'm going for. You can see that. And you can wear it just like that. Pretty neat, huh? It's pretty easy to make. I've got a strip of leather here that I want to use. This was from Tandy Leather. Now, there bits and pieces. You can get all these parts from Tandy Leather. I'm going to get into it real quick. Let's pause, and I'm going to show you my setup. And from the piece that I just made, all you're going to do to get this main portion here, the main body, take your leather and set it up there, get it how you like it, and then cut it out. Me, I want it to be like this. Give myself some room. About like that. If you can see that. That's what I'm going for. So now I just have to, I've already punched my holes. To punch your holes, just like that. It's pretty simple. Just get yourself a punch like this. And we're going to use our buttons. Take my beer bottle opener ring off. Woo! Gotta have that. Alright. Let's see here. This is my front. It's got a rivet. Go straight through. Snap for that. Then I gotta get another snap. And then I need to get the female and male connection. There you go. Ta-da. And gather the rest of it. Put that out of the way. Alright. So now you gotta determine which side's gonna be the top, which side's gonna be the bottom. Alright, so I want that to be my top. I just push that right in there, just like that. This is my mashing plate, so I don't damage the goods. And I want this section to be here. Just connect that right in there. Yeah, this stuff's super easy. Anybody who wanted to get into it, could get into it pretty easy. And it's cheap. It's affordable. Not wasting a bunch of money. Sometimes it takes a little effort to get the rivet to go through. And just put that backside plate on, just like that. And pound it in. You can make all kinds of stuff like this, right? Just like that. I got my snap. Snap's good. Lighter fits in it. I got that part done. Now it's time to do my back plate. Alright. Once you get you a piece of strap cut, say I want it to go, it's a little wobbly. I'm going to trim this down a little bit in just a second. But you're going to go around the back side like that, right? And it's going to get mounted to that. And I just want to trim off a little bit of this. While I'm doing it, I'll tell you a little story. So, I was on my way to get supplies that I needed for this project, and I saw a guy holding a sign that said, now I was having a bad day, and I saw a guy holding a sign. It said, "Smile, someone loves you." And I stopped to see if the guy needed anything. He's just a veteran out killing some time, doing something different, and he said he didn't need anything, and he said he just wanted to tell people that somebody loves him. So I sat and talked with him for a while, but he changed my day. You can always have these different views of people. You don't know the situation yet, and you might assume he's a panhandler, he's looking for cash. He wasn't no panhandler. He wasn't panhandling. He's just holding a sign, letting people know that somebody out there loves them. And that was pretty good to know that day, because I was having a pretty bad day. But I did stop and talk to the guy for a while. But it's just strange. It was a strange situation, and sometimes I think we forget that about our humanity, and you know, all those things. I'm just marking the back side of this. Yeah. It just reminded me to not give up on people. You know, things get hard, but let's try not to give up on people, right? I don't want to give up on them. Alright. I just want to make sure these holes are visible. I don't want to have any problems trying to get these rivets in. Now I'm going to show you the rivet process here. Now I'm just going to snap this together. I can save the last one. I don't have to do I can do one at a time. I don't have to get crazy with it. These are my rivets. Real simple little rivet. See that? And you just push that through to the other side, and then take your backing, put it on there like that, and it looks something like that, and just beat it just like that, and bring this other end around. You're going to do the same thing again. I think people would like stuff like this. It'd make a good Christmas gift, probably, right? I would assume somebody would like it. I like it. Not everybody's me, right? I'm like the Mr. Rogers of prepping, right? And the Bob Ross. Let's just draw a happy little tree here. No big deal. We're just going to put a happy little tree right there. Smooth that out of the way and make sure you get those in pretty good without smashing your finger. There we go. See, now I got my loop. Alright. That's where my lighter's going to sit in. Just like that. Now, this will come up, but it's not going to go inside like that, right? I want it to go inside, like this, right? And I'm going to put a rivet right here to hold it in place. But first, we need to make a backside. So let me get a piece of leather real quick. Alright, I got a piece of leather cut out. Let's see. That's overall where I'm going with this. Now, the best way to do this to make a good belt loop is to just set it up here, about like that, right here on the backside. Now open her up. Let's get all these parts out of the way. That's why I always save that last rivet so that I don't damage any of the other leather trying to make this work. And first we want to size it up, make sure I got the right spot where I want to do this. I was thinking about right here. This will be good. Let's drive a couple of rivets in. Drive holes from the rivets. Sorry if it's loud. Gets a little loud. Just one more rivet. Drive my rivets in. Doesn't have to be perfect. No one's even going to see this side anyway. So if you screw it up or whatever, it'll be fine. No one's going to look at it anyway on the inside. But if you're trying to sell it to somebody, then now you might want to reconsider. This is just so you can be creative, kind of have your own style, you know what I mean? Like your own thing. We don't have to be like everybody else, do we? Right. Nobody wants to be like everybody else. Alright. And see what I'm going for? It's getting closer. Yeah, I just have to get these last little holes here. I got that where I want it. That's the best way of doing it. It's the fastest and easiest way. Some people like Zippos. I love the fact that I found that at a thrift store. That's probably the coolest thing about it. I found that at a thrift store. I'm just going to run my rivets in. Just get my pieces that I need. These are Tandy rivets. You can find them at any arts and crafts store. Get my other piece here. Oh. Oh man. Just like that. See, I want them nice and flat because I don't want them rubbing on my Zippo. So now I got my loop back here so that I can put that on my belt, and then these come together. Now I could leave it like this because it's pretty unique like that, right? Let's see. I could just leave it like that. I don't have to add this front piece that I'm about to add, but I'm going to. So I want it to be stable. And I'm going to make sure it's where I want it before I go driving that rivet in. And you want the snap to work. You want everything to work. And then trim off any excess that you don't want. But overall it's going to look like that. But I'm going to run my rivet in right there. So I've got it in place where I want it. And then what I do is I take another piece of leather and I put it behind it because I don't want to punch all the way through that I ruin my project. Just get it as center as possible. You know, do the best you can at it. Make sure I don't want to screw it up. Alright. And then pull your extra piece out. Get you another rivet. I'm going to do this last piece. So probably do this piece just a little bit different. I want it to mash correctly and make sure the rivets are going to meet. So get down in there. Make sure it's on there. And drive her home. Alright, so it's meeting up the way it's supposed to. Now, I'll put this on the back side here. I don't want to, as I've got to hit it from the other side, I don't want to damage the front. There we go. See there, I've got it nice and mashed and I didn't damage the front. That's important. What I can do is bring it around to where I can get a better hit. Just like that. There we go. See? And it looks a little something like that. Pretty neat. You would totally wear that, wouldn't you? Yeah. You'd wear that out in public. Slide your lighter in. Snap it shut. Just like that. You got a little lip there so you can catch it. I might trim that just a little bit. Let me trim it real quick. Now I could round the edges, but I don't want the edges round. I want to go for that square look. That's what I'm actually going for. Real quick, let me set up the artwork. Alright, so I got my soldering iron out. Now what I'm going to do, I think of something that I want to put on here. Now there's a lot of different things I can do. Like with this one, I did my TPX at the top, and then I did the arrow designs on the outside. I thought that was kind of neat. I don't know, I mean, I usually start in on this. Now, one thing different I'm not going to do, I usually use Vaseline to soften the leather and smooth it out. And that way when I'm wearing it, it's, I don't know, it looks more purchased instead of made. But I'm not doing that today. I'm going to make this look as raw as possible. So I want it to be rugged looking and raw. And that's the kind of style I keep, is rugged. You know, I try to keep that rugged. I don't know how many hippies are going to make fun of me for saying that, but whatever. Alright, let's get into it. So, let's just do, I'm going to do my arrow design again. Now, I usually do my tree pattern. You've seen my tree pattern from my knife that I like to carry. Alright? I can do that pretty easy. I put that on a lot of things, but I love the arrow pattern because it's just simple. It's industrial kind of a thing. Now, I love arrows, but I just take my time. I don't know if you can, let me pull this over a little bit. Get the camera down. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. You can see that. I just burn my lines. Doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to make perfect straight lines. Just take your time. Draw a solid line there. And then draw yourself another line. I like this. It has a weird meaning. It has a weird meaning. Why I came up with this. And, what I like to say is that there's one direction I can't go. And it could be anything for anyone, but there's one direction I can't go. There's always these, I like to think about that sometimes. One direction I just can't go. And that's what everybody should think of, right? It's cool. There's always going to be one direction, right? You can't go. Whichever direction it is. Everybody has their own way of looking at things. I have mine. I'm not trying to go around impressing everybody. You know what I mean? I am who I am. It's funny. I do a lot of stuff, and people probably look at me in public, have no idea. What does he do? What does he do? What does he know? You know what I mean? People talk a lot, but they don't do. I see a lot of people that just talk. I do a lot of stuff. That's what you should do. Do a lot of stuff. Show people. Or just don't show them. They'll find out eventually, right? So I got some arrows there. I thought that's kind of neat, right? I don't really have room to do my little teepee thing, but I'll probably go ahead and just add a little. I'll try and do it here. It's kind of. It doesn't have to be. Nobody's going to see it anyway, so your shirt's probably going to be over it or whatever. But it's just something for yourself, not for everybody else. It's none of your business, right? It's none of their business, right? This is your stuff. Alright. That's what I got there. And here's my thrift store Zippo. Let's see how she fits. Looks like she fits alright. And I'd say that's a wrap. Yep. And I'll wear that in style. Yep. Definitely. It's pretty cool, huh? Alright, so hope you enjoyed the little bushcraft video. I'll make a bunch of more stuff like this. This is just what I do. I figured you guys would enjoy it, and I told you guys I'd do it, so here you go. Now, go to a thrift store, or go to some place that has Zippos. Try and find your Zippo. Find your arts and crafts store. Look in the leather section. Get you a little sack of leather. It's like $6. Alright? Get you, it's a pretty decent sized sack of leather. Get you a sack of leather. Get the medium sized rivets. You'll see them up there. Get the medium sized rivets and get yourself some the small. You can use large snaps. Alright? The snaps right here. Now you can either use the large or you can use small. Now I recommend the small because you can use them for many uses, and there's a few more in there than the large. The large, you don't get as many, and it comes with the tools you need to hammer and punch. You can make your own punch. You saw what I was using, just a regular little punch, and that's really all you need. No sewing required in this project. I like it that way. It keeps it simple, and these rivets are really hard to break, really hard. And once you get them pounded in, it's not coming apart unless you really pry at it. And you might even have to pull out a hacksaw, just saying. But yeah, there you go. It'll last a lifetime. Alright? Alright, you're watching SOS. I'm Staff Sergeant Badass. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, share my videos. Take it easy.